Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Hi, I'm Stephanie J. Block.
And I'm Marylee Fairbanks. Welcome to Stages Podcast,
where we're bringing creation and connection to center stage. Marylee Fairbanks, we are sitting down and we're starting a podcast, lady. Okay, no, I said podcast.
Hold on, let me turn my
If
camera.
this is the way we're starting with me saying podcast, I'm not
It's
sure
not
about
good.
the success of this.
Not good.
No, okay, take two. And you're going to air this, aren't you? You're going to make the people see.
This is going to be the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Chapters begin, hurdles arise. I get settled in, and then I get surprised. Stages, trusted as of somehow. Stop where you are now.
Marylee, we are making something. You suggested this. You put that intention out there and you lovingly nudged me to join you. And I was like, hamana, because you are who you are and you know me the way you do. I said yes. And now here we are.
It's
I'm
so
just-
exciting.
I
I can hardly contain myself.
Me neither. And I'm super duper happy because I just think we're fools. I mean, we are too thoughtful and passionate and wacky and compassionate, adventurous, middle-aged, mother artists, professional women people. And I like us a lot, lady. And I think that us sitting here, making this podcast, sharing our conversations that we have shared for over 30 years, it just makes me happy. And I feel in my gut, and I'm going out on a big limb saying this, but I feel like we might be the little podcast that could, because I think the conversations that we have planned with other artists and theater makers and creatives and healers, chatting about art and the lessons that we learned from being artists. I think there's something there. And then I'm hoping, and I think we're both hoping, that we explore much more than just people's resumes and current achievements.
Do not tell.
Oh,
I don't want to give away too much info.
And I'm a
on our very
talker.
first
I'm
one.
a talker, people.
Keep it down there, Block. Tone it down. I think one of the amazing things about this, I mean, I'm excited about all of it. The part that is really just making my soul giggle is the thought that we are going global. And I don't want to say where we're going and when we're going, and, but what I do want to say is one of the things that we're going to explore in this podcast is how art and creativity provides a common language in the world. And it's the great unifier. And it's used for healing and connection and growth and empathy. And those are all the things that we're trying to explore, and how you keep those things alive during all the different stages in your life, because, you have great times, you have struggles, and how do you pull through it? And for me, it's always been some sort of creativity, some kind of creativity has always pulled me through to the next stage of my life. I also think travel is really good for the soul too. I think sometimes when I'm really stuck, just going and seeing other parts of the world, other cultures, what inspires them then can inspire us. We all need to find ways to remember how we're one, how we're the same, and how we all need each other. Going global, studying the arts and theater and cultures, and then sharing that with people, it'll improve creative thought. You expand and become bigger.
And that's where your gorgeous manicured talons gripped me by the lapels and said, I see you. I see you're going through a difficult time. As we all know, the last year or year and a half for the entire world has been difficult and challenging. And for me, just personally, being a live stage performer, our entire industry was it was decimated. So months in, you saw my difficult time, you saw my sadness, and I was just kind of sitting in it, which isn't normally me. I mean, of course I have ups and downs, but I try never to just sit in the muck. And you saw that and you were like, we got to create something. I know what feeds you. I know what feeds us. And we just have to show up and say yes and start making something. And this is it. So I'm so grateful to you.
Oh my, I'm so grateful you said yes. That has sort of been our theme since we said yes to this. We've said yes to everything. And I love that. I love that I get to share that and have my teenage son watch that you can just say yes and start walking towards something. And then before you know it, you've actually created something. And I think that is just a miracle.
I think you're right. I think the say yes part is a huge chunk of this experience. But then you also said the word connection, which to me was one of the things that I was desperately missing. I was missing that human connection. I was missing that connection with other creatives. I was missing the connection with an audience. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like what we are starting to create here, bringing in hopefully our many listeners, that they will be not just an audience, but they can be an interactive part. We want to call you all cast members. See the clever play on words? Podcast, cast members, Stages podcast. We're just so grateful that you're here, right? You said yes, you showed up, you pressed the button, and now you're listening. And you're joining us on this adventure. And we just are so grateful. And we want you to join in these conversations, not just by listening to these wonderful people's experiences and how they're open and aware. And there are going to be big laughs. I think there are going to be big tears. There's definitely going to be big learning on everybody's part. But we want to hear from you. We really want to include you. That's the whole goal.
Yeah, we want you to truly feel like you're part of the cast, that you get to shape the conversations that we have. I think we should tell them a little bit about how we met.
Oh boy. So back in the early days,
it's been 30 years. 30 years ago, we shared a dressing room in the middle of Branson, Missouri.
And I was a wee one.
We both were. I mean, I'm a little bit older than you, but yeah, it was really our first big gig for either of us.
Oh my gosh.
We had a lot of fun in that dressing room, and
we did
over the years.
And a lot of life.
Yeah. And it was before cell phones and internet and all that. So we used to actually write letters back and forth. And then we lost each other for a while and then somehow found each other again. And one of the things that always pops into my mind when I think about our friendship is how at certain points in our life when we were coming to different stages, sometimes I had been to certain stages before you because I'm older, like having kids. And, you know, I came home one time from a trip and you were literally on my doorstep because you just wanted to chat. And then there are other times that I've just showed up, you know, at your stage door and been like, dude, I got to talk to you. And I love that. I love having touchstone friends in my life, people that have seen me at my best, at my worst, and still love me. And I think those friendships need to be treasured. And I love that we get to share it now with other people.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Marylee Fairbanks to stage, please. Marylee to stage.
Stephanie J. Block to stage, please. Stephanie to stage.
And most times I'd usually be sitting on the toilet or something when the stage manager called. This time, I promise I'll be a little more prepared. So if today's episode resonated with you, please subscribe, find us on social media, and leave us a review.
You can always find us at stagespodcast.net. A big thank you goes out to our assistant editor and doer of all things technical, Saren Cho. Thank you to Noah Kaiserman and Gary Healy for our amazing theme song, and to Melanie Von Trapp for our beautiful podcast logo.
And thank you, our listeners, our dear podcasts, for joining us. Hope you'll be with us again next week.